Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the hundreds and hundreds of B Taylor subscribers. Now, post-fight results: Danny Garcia, Paulie Malinaggi, the Barclays Center. If you don't already know, Danny Garcia wins, defeats Paulie Malinaggi via ninth round TKO. I just want to get my thoughts on the fight real quick. Obviously, Paulie Malinaggi had to win this fight to keep his career alive and kind of this is his last stand. Coming off the worst loss of his career against Sean Porter, had the 16th month layoff, and wasn't able to do what he needed to do to keep this fight competitive and keep Garcia off of him. He's never been known for having a lot of power, but the jab wasn't as sharp as he would like to see from Malinaggi. The movement wasn't there. He was feigning a lot, but he wasn't really doing much with the feigning. So Danny Garcia did what he had to do. Usually I'm a huge Danny Garcia critic. Obviously there's still a lot of things that he could do better. I feel like he could use that. He could work that jab in a little bit more and set up those power shots, set up that hook, those crosses. But he fought Malinaggi. Malinaggi, what Malinaggi brought to the table wasn't anything Danny had to really respect from a power standpoint. So he was able to not only just inflict and impose his will on him, but he was actually able, and this is very surprising, for the most part, he outworked Paulie Malinaggi, and if Paulie Malinaggi was going to have any chance at winning this fight, he was going to have to be the one outworking Danny Garcia, and he wasn't. So for him, it's the end of the road. It was a nice little career. He didn't beat any A-level fighters, but he carved out a nice little career for himself. So my hat goes out to Paulie Malinaggi on a solid career. Definitely not going to the Hall of Fame for fighting, but for being a fighter. But a solid career. A guy who with limited skill set, was able to win 2 world titles. So shout out to him. Even if he took, even if he may have took PEDs with Nemo Heredia, but it's whatever. The fight is over. On to Danny Garcia. He did what he had to do tonight. He imposed his will from round 1 to round 9, and now he's unlocked some big time matchups in the welterweight division. Where do we even begin with this? Especially in the Al Haymon stable. We can start with a rematch with Amir Khan. Danny Garcia knocked out Amir Khan in 4 rounds, I believe it was. And Amir Khan's improved a lot since then. And Amir Khan hasn't had a very big win in a long time. So if he's able to fight Danny Garcia at 147, defeat Danny Garcia at 147, that's a huge win for Amir Khan. I think the fight does make a lot of sense, being that they fought already, being that Danny Garcia could, if he beats Amir Khan again, that does a lot for his stock as a fighter in the welterweight division. They got Keith Thurman. If that'd be a good fight. Two really hard hitting undefeated guys, but I don't really see that one happening just because Haymon doesn't match up he never matches up 2 undefeated fighters, so that's kind of unlikely, but we can hope for it. That'd be a good matchup. And then probably a matchup that I would like to see would be Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia has a great hook, has some good power. He looked a lot better, at 147 tonight. And going up against come forward, all-out aggressive style like Sean Porter, that would be an interesting matchup stylistically. So hey, there's some good matches for Danny, and this is the exact kind of performance we needed to see from him. Again, like I said, he wasn't as sharp as you'd like to see him. Like I said, he needs to work that jab in a little bit more, but he wasn't a stationary target like he was against Lamont. And although he fought Malinaggi, was a smaller guy. He really has like zero power whatsoever. It was still a guy with a really good brain, good ring IQ, and somebody who had the capability of taking Danny Garcia 12 rounds. And if he was able to do that, you never know. But hey, Danny did what he had to do, and the way I see it, he's still a B-level fighter. He's not an A-level fighter just for the simple fact because he still has to learn how to work in that jab. I think Teddy Atlas made a great analogy tonight. Teddy Atlas really hit the nail on the head when he was talking about how Danny looks for the home run too much. Looks for the hooks, looks for the crosses, looks for the power punches too much, which is great because when he lands them, they're very effective. And against a guy like Malinaggi, who really didn't have much for him, he can get away with that. because Paulie's at the end of the road. Paulie really can't move in and out like he used to, and he doesn't have any power to begin with. So he has a little bit of leeway with Paulie. Now, if he's fighting a guy like a guy with a hard hitting boxer puncher versatile style like a Keith Thurman, then that probably won't fly at all. So he's gonna have to make some adjustments at welterweight. There's tons of great matchups. You know, he's got Khan, Porter, Thurman. I know I'm missing somebody right now, but hey, it was the fight he needed. You know, a lot of people. It was a cherry pick in the sense that Malinaggi was on a long layoff, but it wasn't a cherry pick from a stylistic standpoint. And you know, Paulie won the second round, and he had a little bit of success in the first. So, you know, while it wasn't a huge sample size, Paulie was able to have very minimal success, and then Danny was able to lay some wood on him and eventually get him out of there. So, you know, Paulie's gonna have a great career commentating. You know, he does great work on CBS and Showtime. But yeah, it's time to do what these gloves are doing on my wall. You gotta hang them up, Paulie. So, good career, Magic Man. You went out Blades of Glory, I guess. And for Danny Garcia, you know, hey, the time is now to continue making statements at 147. So we're gonna see what happens moving forward. Let me know what you guys think. Danny Garcia stops Paulie Malignaggi in the 9th round at the Barclays Center, improves to 31-0, collects his 18th knockout, and effectively ends the career of Paulie Malignaggi. What's next for Danny Garcia? Who would you like to see Danny Garcia fight next? And how do you think he'll fare at 147? And for Paulie Malignaggi, you know, give me your thoughts on his career, I guess. Leave your comments down below. And as always, guys, we will talk some boxing. Take care.